What's up, guys? What's up, guys? Are you guys? Can you guys hear me? We are live. I hope you guys can see me clearly. I hope you guys can hear me clearly. Let me inform everybody that we are live. Yeah, I caught good sales. Did you? So, guys, we are live on YouTube. For those that want to join, the link to the live video is going to be, or to the live stream is going to be on this video. So click on it and join. Let's trade together and make money together. Peace out. So guys, we're live. Yeah, honestly, the sales was beautiful, but I mean, I got stopped out once. That was Asian session because the sales started happening during Asian session. So yeah, see, that's the reason why I told you guys that gold currently doesn't have any session. It moves with any session. Every session you see gold moving. So you have to be active. You have to be very, very active when you are trading gold now. Guys, just give me a minute. I'm trying to. So I'm waiting for you guys to join. We have 14 people here, guys. Remember the way you're joining, that's how you're liking. Okay, so just give me like a second so I like let everyone know. I'm trying to extend it to the Twitter people. We're live. So I think I've sent it to every platform. The serious ones to join, the ones that are not serious, I didn't savvy. I don't have strength for anyone right now. So let's I'm trying to can you guys see my screen? Can you guys see my screen? If you guys can see my screen, I want you guys to drop an active emoji or anything. Please, I want you guys to be very, very, very active here. I don't want ghost people watching. Be active, be active. Good, good, good. So let's give like a quick chart breakdown on what I saw on gold. So basically, I remember, if you guys remember, right? I've been bearish since on gold, and I told you guys that so far as this war continues, gold is still bearish. Don't look for any buys. All these buys are just like retracements. So if you guys could see, I didn't even partake on any of these buys. I didn't partake on any of, like, I'm not interested, right? So I didn't take any trade around this point. So this was where I started taking my sales from. So question is, why did I start taking my sales from here, right? And this is where I called out the sale for the VIP as well. So question is, how did I start taking my sales there? Basically, for one, there are times that moving average might be telling you otherwise, why market structure is telling you otherwise. So you have to now, do scale of preference. In business studies, there's what we call scale of preference, which, like, in the board of priority, which is more of priority, which is more of an importance. So structure is more of importance, right? So in areas like this, okay, in points like this, now this kind of zone here, right, I'm circling out based off of the fact that you are seeing price trade above moving average. Now you want to start buying. No, that's where you now have to do your scale of preference, right? That's why they tell you trading is logical, it's dynamic, it's not static, it's not, oh, trading is not 1 plus 1 equals to 2. I'm telling you, trading is not 1 plus 1 equals to 2. It's not logic, it's not that simplified. Do you understand? Everything depends on the situation on ground. Everything depends on what are you actually seeing. Am I making sense? Because I know some people were not taking these buys. Sorry, we're not looking out for these sales because they just wanted price to maybe break below this moving average or something, or maybe they were looking for like some extra confirmation. No, if you are looking for an extra confirmation, price will leave you. Like, you wouldn't have been in this whole move that just dropped, right? So this is a proof that price could actually be above your moving average, but would still respect structure. So when you're looking at things like, when you're looking at things or confluences that you use in trading. Let's say, for example, Fibonacci, moving average, structure, stuff like that, right? Structure is key. Structure is the main thing. So structure is what you are paying more attention to, right? Because it is what drives the market mostly. I mean, physically, what we are seeing, right? What drives the market based off of what we can analyze. Structure. So I was looking for buys here. Why? Because for one, price basically tap. This is like a third touch. If you guys can see here, this was like point A here, point A, point B, and this was like a point C, right? So when you're trading, right, there's you have to like bring out so many things to put together for you to understand, oh, what am I actually doing as of this point. So if I just imagine I'm telling you, oh, the only thing I do is I use Fibonacci, and maybe I use Fibonacci, and maybe Fibonacci is telling me something else, you see that I'm not going to take this trade, right? But the way I trade, I'm a confluence trader. I don't know how you trade. I don't know how your mentor taught you how to trade. Maybe you're an SMC guy or something, but it's fine even if you are here because you can still gain one or two knowledge. But the way I trade, I bring multiple confirmations, right, to be able to analyze, right? That area is a third touch. That's the price is still trading below this resistance here, right? That resistance was like the key resistance I was looking out for. So as long as price never broke above that resistance, that bearish structure was maintained. Am I making sense? So this, let me use blue. So this resistance here, I don't know if you guys are this resistance here we're seeing, that was like my major level I was aiming for, to see, oh, is price going to break above that point. But any resistance I see created below or inside of this area, I'm selling, because it's more of like a continuation of the overall move. Am I making sense? So as long as this support, so as long as that resistance was not broken, right?
the market is still very much bearish. Let me draw this, like let me draw it out for you guys to understand. So now let's say we are seeing this, right? So as long as price has not broken this point, don't say because price is giving you this, then now you want to start buying. You can actually buy, but probably on a much more lower time frame, maybe to like buy to some little level of continuation, right? So you are buying to sell. Am I making sense? But I mean that's more risky because if you are, and it's not even for newbies actually. So you buying to sell, right, is like you already know what the overall time frame is saying. So you are cautious of what the overall time frame is, what is actually saying. So the fact that price has not broken this support level, this resistance level, any resistance you see here, maybe on the lower time frame, you see like a shift, then you continue your sales. Are you guys getting my point? You continue your sales. So now I know, and some people will be like, oh, this resistance that was formed here, why the market not start selling from here? That's what time frame correlation helps you with. You have to go to the lower time frame to understand, oh, is price actually shifting, or is price giving me lower lows, lower highs on probably, let's say probably this structure. You are seeing this structure on what? You are seeing this on, let's say, M30, right? So on M30 you are seeing this, right? So you want to go to M5 and be seeing something like this, M5. So you want to be on M5 and you are seeing, let me use this. So this is what, so this here, right? Let's say you are seeing this on M30. So on M5, this is how it's going to look like. So it's going to look like this on M5. I don't know if you guys are getting. So this is M30. If you guys can see how M30 is smooth, right? M30 is moving smooth, but M5, you are seeing structure on M5. So this M5 structure is basically what you are going to use to know if the M30 is going to continue, if the M30 resistance is going to be held, right? So let's say, for example, now you see something like this. I didn't even draw this properly. Well, let's say you see some, this, let's say this. Wait. Sorry, I have to redraw this so I will explain better. So good. So this here, this is it. So you are seeing, so this particular area, I circled out with like, let me use yellow. Sorry, let me use blue. So this area I circled out with blue. This is the same area here. This is the same area here. Let me make it bolder. So now the question is, why did this resistance not hold, right? The reason why this resistance didn't hold was because it never broke any support on the M5. Am I communicating? It never broke any support on the M5. So you need to see it break a support on M5 for you to know that the M30 resistance is going to be held. So just like this one now, right? Price broke a what? A support here. Good. So price broke a support there, and that is why this particular one is what is being held. This particular one is being held, and this is it here. So you have to understand multi-time frame analysis, time frame correlation. Something for you to know what is going to happen on M30, you have to be on M5 first to understand what is going on M5. For you to know that a resistance is going to be held on M30, you have to see it being you have to see a particular support being broken on the M5 and a lower high is being formed on the M5. So these are things you have to actually understand. Well, this is not a mentorship class. This is just like a breakdown class. But let's continue. I'm just trying to like show you guys
how I was able to come up with this. So basically, on my the fact that price was giving a third touch, that was one. Then secondly, I drew fib from point A here to point B, right? So first of all, my first fib placement was point A to point B, right? Price reacted from here and got to negative 27%. Then price gave us another lower lows, right? The fact that price respected 23.6%, it is not a potential reversal zone on my fib point. So what I had to do was remodify my fib, right? And we can see that price came all the way up to what? 61.8%. So this is our TP. So our overall TP on gold, we are still aiming for 4,457. So anything from where gold is at currently now, from this current market, from this current price action, or where current market price to 4,457, I will be selling. I wouldn't be buying. So I already know this. The way I trade helps me know what I'll be doing over a long period of time. Because there are some people that when they come into the market, they don't even know if they are selling for that day or if they are buying for that day. But for someone like me now, the fact that I already have a projection, I already have an aim I'm looking at, right? Now I know that this is where I'm moving towards, because that's where my Fibonacci is telling me that price is going to move. That's like a Fibonacci extension for me. So on the lower time frame, I'll just be selling and I'm moving towards that point. Am I communicating? So now we can see that price is still pushing. So from here, what I did was basically go to like the M5 time frame. My M5 time frame, I saw a clean shift. As you guys can see, all this analysis was done yesterday. I saw a clean shift, then a clean shift and a pullback. A lower high is being formed. Remember, before the M30 is being held, like I told you, before this M30 resistance is being held, you have to see a break on that M5. So a break of support on the M5, right? Break of support on the M5, lower high is being formed. I think I took my trade from, from here, around here, this area, around this point. That's where we took our trade from. Then we took the sales from point A here to point B. So short was basically from, let me remove this so it won't confuse you guys. So short was basically from what, 61.8 around here, then took it all the way down to negative 27%, so which was here. And I called this trade in the community. Sorry, not the community, the VIP group actually. So this was like a 316 pips move on gold, which we caught this morning. So this was how I caught this move on gold this morning. But I'm still shorting, right? I'm still selling. So basically what I'm looking for on gold now is more of like a pullback, right? A pullback, because this is like an overextension sell, right? So I'm looking for like a pullback, probably a pullback all the way to this moving average. I draw another fib because I need to get like a setup. Where am I aiming towards, right? So probably from point A here to like point B. So we aim for like 38.2 or 50%, and we drop all the way down to this point again. So remember, our main projection is still this point. Let me make it green. Our main projection is still this level. So we are shorting all the way down to this point. So we are on the lower time frame, catching short move. Remember that price, sorry guys for listening, but remember that price has changed, because before 300 pips was like M30 kind of setup, right? But now 300 pips, to catch a 300 pips, you have to be on M5. It's not like 2025 that to catch a 300 pips, you be on M30 looking for setup. No. Now, to catch 300 pips, you have to be on M5. Are you guys getting my point? So M5 is like the new M30. The M30 right now is like the new H4. Why H4 right now is like the new daily time frame. So you see that the pip count on gold has increased drastically. Are you guys getting my point? So, well, that is that on gold. You guys have any question? Let me switch. You guys have any question? Question. Any question before we proceed?
Any question before we proceed? Any question before we proceed? Please explain again price. Explain again price changes on gold. What do you mean by price changes on gold? Sorry guys. So what do you mean by price changes on gold? Okay, so basically what I was referring to on M5 and the M30, I'm saying that the M5 move, right? You could probably get last year, you could probably make like easily catch like a 300 pips on M30 time frame, right? But currently, M30 time frame is giving you like a TP of what a TP of like 800 pips, 900 pips, and I'm an intraday trader. I'm not looking for 800 pips on gold. What I'm looking for is just 200, 300 pips, and I'm out. So that currently now is what we are looking at for on the M5 time frame. I don't even get M5 time frame is the pip count on M5 time frame has increased. Pip count on M30 time frame has increased. Pip count on H4 time frame has increased. So you cannot be taking trade on M30 and your stop loss is 100 pips. No. If you are taking trade on M30 and your stop loss is 100 pips, you easily get stopped out. But if you are taking trade on M5 and your stop loss is 100 pips, you can still maintain that trade and actually hit TP. I don't know if you guys are getting my point. The pip count on gold has changed. It has increased. It's not like last year. It has increased. So that's why you see when you are using 0.1 lots, 0.1 lots is giving you like a big amount of money. I want you guys to understand that. Well, if you don't understand, you can go and read more about it. Go and read more about it, okay? Someone said, how much is your mentorship? Well, the mentorship is a site. So you could get, you could go to the site and choose the tier you want. We have different tiers. We have the private mentorship, we have the general mentorship, we have every set that you want. So the link is going to be dropped here for those that want to get the course or get the mentorship. Or you can check Phoenix Creed Academy on Google. Just go to Google, www.Phoenix Creed Academy. We also have our office at VI, a physical office at VI for those that want to come in and check, right? Go to VI Adela or Delco, you get there, you meet the secretary, and you get every detail you want. But just go to Google and type Phoenix Creed Academy, and you see our academy. So someone said, where will the possible retracement stop before sell continuation? I mean, that depends. That depends on what the market shows us, right? We are not predicting. We are basically just reacting to what the market is showing. So if you are trying to predict that, when price gets to this point, it's going to start selling. No, I don't do that. So what I do is I basically observe and see, are we seeing a shift of structure at this particular level where we are right now? Then that gives me a reason to buy or to sell or to sit on my hands, right? So you have to understand what you are looking for in the market before you are able to take any action. Because if you don't understand what you are looking for, you just be doing anything anytime. So first of all, understand, this is what I'm looking for. Am I seeing what I'm looking for? If you are not seeing it, close your laptop or shut down your system and move. But if you are seeing it, execute your trade, know your risk, and sit on your hands and wait for price to do its thing. I don't know if you guys as a trader, you are meant to be a robot. Execute without emotions. So that is that. So let's move to another pair, which is GU. Let's move to another pair. Let's move to GU. I hope you guys are enjoying the live. I hope you guys are enjoying the live. Send this live link to your friends. Send the live links to your friend. Let them join. Your enemies as well. Everybody, let them join. This is GU. I think this was the last trade we took on GU. This was the last trade we took on GU, and this trade was called on. It was in a live. It was on live. It was on Wednesday, right? Yes, I'm correct. On Wednesday, we called out this trade on GU. We took it from what? From M5. Our stop loss was around like five pips. TP was around like 30 pips thereabouts. Yeah, around like 30 pips. So imagine using a 5 pip stop loss to catch a 30 pips TP. Like doing your proper risk management. You could be doing 1:5. Man, that's really crazy. And we did this on a live call. So yeah, kudos to me and the people that joined that day. So on GU, so basically on GU, right, price is still respecting. If you guys can see, price is still respecting this whole area. Like it's so strong that we are not breaking it, right? We are not breaking this point, and even what I'm seeing right now, I'm seeing more of like a double bottom, right? I'm seeing more of like a double bottom, and price has basically broken above this level. This was like where the shift actually happened on M30. Shift happened here on M30. Let me use red. Shift happened here on M30, and since then we've been seeing like break of resistance and more of like a buy continuation setup on GU. So I mean, we are seeing buy continuation, so I wouldn't be selling here. This setup is clean as fuck. Remember that the sell we were taking was a counter sell, and this is our TP. That's why I said this on Wednesday, right? If you are taking a counter trade, make sure to know the overall directional bias of the market. So you will be cautious or careful when you are on that counter trade. So that's why you see when you're taking counter trade, you don't aim for too much TP. You just aim for a small amount of pips because that's what the price can actually give you. So we already knew that our main directional bias was bullish, right? So that's why we marked this off. If you guys can see, I did not mark it off now. So it was marked up here. So this is our area we are aiming for. So on the M30, we can draw our fee point A to point B, which is here. Price, even though price is not yet giving us more of like a proper retracement, like okay, this is more of this is better. So we can see this here, a very nice bullish engulfing candle. 1, 2, 3, more of like a bullish variation pattern. More like a bullish variation. So M5, price broke above this level, right? So I think I'll just use like a CTL. CTL is going to be better. Yes, the CTL will be better. So a break above that point where we are right now. Let's remove this because that is now we have two entry model, which is basically bounce here and push, right? Sorry. So we have two entry model, which is basically bounce here and push, right? Or this one, or price gives us this. A break above this CTL, and a push continuation. So just let's look out for these two.
pattern and see which one plays out, right? A break of this CTL and a continuation, or a break above a retest above this resistance and a continuation. So that is that on GU. That is that on GU. Any question before I continue? Any question before I continue? So basically, what confluences I look out for, I look out for one, I want to first of all understand where the main bias, like directional bias, is moving towards, right? If we are bullish overall or if we are bearish, then now that gives me like a hint of what I'm doing on the lower time frame. First of all, understand the directional bias, right? Then I already have a hint on what I'm looking for on the lower time frame. So on the lower time frame now, depending on the pair you are trading. So if you are trading gold, the pair you are trading depends on the time frame you are. So if I'm trading gold, I'm mostly on like what M30, M30, M5, M1, right? But if I'm trading GU, I'm mostly on H4, M30, M5. Are you guys getting it? Because the volatility and the pip count on both pairs are different. So on GU, right, I could basically take a trade on what on M30 time frame. I could find a setup on M30 time frame and I'm risking what maybe like 30 pips or 20 pips. But on gold, you cannot take a setup on M30 time frame and you are risking 30 pips. It's not possible. If you are taking a trade on gold on M30 time frame, you'll be risking more than 200 pips. So that's why I refine my entry down to M1 to like reduce my stop loss range and maximize my profits. Are you guys getting? So everything depends on what you are trading. So I cannot be giving advice. Let's say now me that I'm trading gold, right? And I'm giving you advice I'm giving you advice to go to the M1 and start looking for his entry when you are trading GU. You see that it's not going to correlate. Now you find yourself making mistakes, and now you now say, that thing that Phoenix taught us is trash. No, it depends on what you are trading. So if you are trading gold, M1, M5 is a very good entry point. If you are trading GU, M30, M5 is a good entry point. Okay, so that is that. What question again? Is GU and EU correlation now? If yes, what happens when they do not align? Honestly, I feel like correlation is old school to me though. I don't really trade correlation again. I'm trading a pair for what it actually is, what I'm seeing on that pair. I'm not saying, oh, because GU is buying, that's why I have to go and buy EU. No, I trade based off of, oh, what am I seeing? Because there are times that GU will be pushing while EU is just crawling, right? So I really don't focus more on correlation. Honestly, I just trade a pair for what it actually is, what it's showing me. If you are trying to do correlation in this 2026, that Donald Trump is, oh my god, you find yourself crying tears. Someone said, how can I set my moving average? Those are exclusive settings. I'm sorry, but the moving average settings, these are settings for the students. It's not for the public. So bear with me. I'm very sorry for that. Any other question? Any other question? I don't think there is any other question here. So let's analyze the last pair and we call it a day. Let's analyze the last pair and we call it a what? A day. So let's go. M5. I think M5 I should be using this actually on gold. M5 I should be using this on gold. Sorry guys. M5 I should be using this on gold because yes, that's what I should be using on gold. M5. Point A to point B. Price is respecting what? Is respecting this level. M1 seem like a clean ass break of this point. Let's use a red. I think something bullish is cooking up on this crazy aspect.
I think something good is cooking up on gold, guys. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. Maybe we'll make money today. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe not. So GU, let's analyze what, sorry, UJ. Guys, like I don't know if you guys saw the drop on that. UJ is just Jesus Christ. Kilo shele gongon. Name. How they say it in Hausa? Abubakar, how they used to say what is the problem in Hausa? So if you guys can remember, right? I've always told you guys that those buys that were happening on UJ, like it was not like I wasn't so comfortable about it. Why? Because I wasn't so comfortable about it. Why? Because there was no much momentum and price was basically respecting this major resistance here, right? On GU. So sorry, on UJ, actually on UJ. So we can see, using our trend line, we're seeing this, we are seeing this here. All these areas are areas of bounce, 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 bounce. Okay, here as well. So the question is price going to bounce up and continue moving, or are we going to see like a drop from here? Well, we don't actually know. So let's go to like a much more lower time frame to understand what is currently going on. So seeing this whole bearish momentum, guys, I'm more bearish on gold. On GU, I swear down, because on UJ, sorry, on UJ, I'm more bearish. Let's use our FIB to understand. Can we possibly do anything with FIB here? Point A to point B. I just feel like price is going to move all the way up to this level. This is more of like a good point to sell from here. Probably from here, maybe fill out, because whenever price does this kind of move, right, there is tendency of it filling up either 50% of the move or filling up the entire move before dropping. So for those that are looking for UJ, you could possibly buy to sell, or you could just sell off. But for now, this is so indecisive. Please, this is so indecisive, guys. So indecisive. I'm seeing two things. Price is respecting 23.6, and we are seeing a lot of bearish momentum, which could actually lead to the break of this trend line, and we see a dump. Or price is going to fill up this imbalance here, or whatever they call it, this whole move here, fill it up and continue dropping. And this kind of pay, for you to analyze it, is very stressful. Guys, on gold, I think we'll sell on gold. Once this candlestick closes, right, I'm going to sell on gold. Okay, it has. I'm going to take my sales now on gold. Taking my sales now on gold, and I'm risking not too much. Today is Friday, so if you are risking, no way you're risking, just 100 pips. 100 pips. So this was our entry is what? 45.69. Selling on gold, TP is what here? TP is 11841. So let's see how it plays out. 100 pips. Let's see how it plays out, guys. So this trade is derived from an M5 setup, which is point A here to point B. and the fact that we are still overall bearish. So I'm aiming for this sales here, which is around 4,550. So let's see how it plays out, guys, and we call it a day. So guys, I'm in already. Okay. So UJ, are you guys with me? Are we together? Are you guys with me here? Are we together? Good. So wait, give me a minute. So that is that on the pairs that we are looking at. That is that for the pairs on the pairs that we are looking at. So we've analyzed XAU, we've analyzed GU, we've analyzed USD, JPY. So we took a trade on XAU, and let's see how it plays out. Let's see how it plays out, guys. And that will be that for today. That will be that for today, guys. Sorry, give me a minute. Okay. That will be that on gold. Okay. So I'm in on this sell as well on all my accounts. You guys can see on all my accounts, I'm in the sell. My two trading phone. So this is a Valley tax. Valley tax. So guys, for those that have not registered with Valley tax, register with Valley tax and get a 30% deposit bonus. 30% deposit bonus. So if you are funding $1,000, they are giving you $300 extra. Register with Valley tax. I really don't know how to explain this to you guys, but I've been using them for a while now. Their deposit is swift, withdrawal is very fast, and trust me, they are to be trusted. I love them. For me to love something is not easy. So I want you guys to take advantage of it. Okay. After this call, I'm going to drop the link of my Valley tax, and for those that want to join and send me a message that you've joined. So I'll initiate your bonus for you. 30% deposit bonus on your funding. If you fund $10,000, they'll give you extra $3,000. You fund $100,000, they'll give you extra $30,000. That is how it is, and I'm not kidding. I am not what kidding. So that is that. I hope to see you guys when I see you guys. Please, which is good you sell? The hell? Sorry, I don't really understand that English. So I'll see you guys when I see you guys. And next week, remember, I forgot to say this. Remember, next week we'll be having our live stream every day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday by 11 a.m. Do we agree with that? Are you guys cool with that? Are you guys cool with that? 11 a.m. every day. Are we cool with it? 11 a.m. every day. Are we cool with it? Are we cool with it? 11 a.m. every day. We'll be trading together. Before I take a trade, all of us will take a trade together. We'll lose together. We'll make money together. Every single day, 11 a.m. Guys, be active. I don't want you guys to tell me that you guys are cool with it, and the next thing now, I'm not seeing anybody there. Everyone be active. 11 a.m. every day, we'll be trading together. Okay? So that is that. That is that on for this live stream, and it's almost 1 hour, guys. It's almost 1 hour. So I will call it a day here, and I'll see you guys. What the fuck is this? And I'll see you guys when I see you guys. I'll see you guys on Monday. I'll see you guys on Monday. Also anticipate the new video will be dropping tomorrow on YouTube. Okay. So bye everyone and peace out. Peace out. Peace out. Peace out.